Hey guys, it's me, Rebecca, and I am the Bexa Boss Lady. It has been a few minutes since I have been on video, and I know it feels like because we are all kind of stay safe, stay at home due to the coronavirus, that we should be, or I guess I should be making more videos, but I've really been struggling with this time at home. I know I've talked a little bit about anxiety and depression and all that kind of stuff. But I guess I really didn't realize how much it was still lingering from our move and my husband losing his job and being in Connecticut, trying to make new friends. And now I can't, because we can't leave our house or meet anyone or talk to anyone. And then to top it all off, I have really sad news. This is hard. Our pug, Louie, who has been in a lot of videos here with me, he passed away last week. He passed away in Aaron's arms at the house. So while it was obviously devastating to have that happen, for him to be able to be with Aaron, my husband, who he loved so incredibly much, and it was very peaceful. He had surgery a couple weeks ago. We've been dealing with him not really recovering from it, even though we were really excited. He didn't have cancer. His little chunky furry body just couldn't handle the, aftermath or the healing process. So despite our best efforts and getting him a million different kinds of medications, taking him back to the vet, getting his chest x-ray, spending a lot of money, he didn't make it. And this past week has been a huge struggle for me. Obviously I'm devastated with his loss, but I know he's not in pain anymore. He's with his buddy Coach, who was our lab we lost a little bit ago at the Rainbow Bridge. But I think this has brought up a whole bunch of different emotions for me. It's brought up some of the anxiety and things that I've been going through being at home, not being able to go out and being fearful when I go out. My husband has been working from home, which is wonderful. I actually really love him being here. His office is next to mine over here. And I really, I enjoy having him be here. We've been taking walks every day with the dog now. We used to push Louie in a little dog stroller. And so he was kind of the celebrity in the neighborhood. But we would go on walks. We've been making dinner every night at home. I feel kind of torn because as much as I want to support local restaurants and local businesses, we really have been trying to eat more at home. We've also been snacking a lot more at home. So today I put jeans on for the first time, which was a miracle that they even zipped up. But the thought of I don't know. I think I'm almost going through like, not an identity crisis, but last month was the best month I've had in reselling just in general. I've really been working hard the last couple months with our new house and being able to have a lot more inventory. It's the best sales month I've had. I've been working really hard with my new neurologist to get my migraines under control, and those are starting to finally maybe fall into place. We are very lucky at our house, but there are still some things that I still struggle, even though, I am used to being home all the time for, stress and people who have mental health and people who have anxiety and depression. Sometimes getting out of the house is like my respite from being in my own little world. And so just being able to leave was helpful. Like even if I just went thrifting or I got out and I went to the post office and I ran errands or I went to the grocery store, for me, those were really positive things for me and outings. It made me get dressed. I put makeup on, I took showers, I washed my hair. And I don't know about you if you struggle with this, but there's something, there's something about not leaving your house for days on end. Even though we've been walking, it's still not the same. You just get this, like, I don't know, it like feeds into the anxiety and the depression that you already have, and it adds a hint of fear because, I do have underlying health conditions. I have, chronic health stuff that puts me at a higher risk if I were to get this virus. And if it were to hit me hard, like it has some people, unfortunately. So there's this fear that has been added to this anxiety that I already have, plus now the loss of our dog. And, there's things that have been coming up with my husband being home, just his job. My husband is brilliant. He will never admit it. But he's like I don't know. He is just so smart, and he's on these meetings all day with scientists and PhD people and executives, and they're talking about data, and his company's doing COVID testing, and he's helping them run the data for it and all this stuff. And so there's a part of me then that feels a little bit I don't know, like he's here talking about super high level data and having these big meetings and executives and corporate people and the governor and this, that, and grants and whatever. And then I am like scrubbing gum off of shoes to sell on eBay. And so there's a part of me that misses that component of having meetings and being involved in big projects like that. I never thought that I would be in a position where I would be home all day and I would run my own business. And so it's a catch-22 because I love being my own boss, and I love, running my own business. But there's also, I miss having coworkers. I miss having, a team. I miss having people under me. I miss the kind of working environment of the social component to people getting to know you and you going to office parties and going to people's homes. I really miss that component. And there's also like for me, I used to be able to like really multitask and remember lots of stuff, and writing and reading came to me very quickly and very easily. It always has since I was a little girl. And so now with the migraines and the health stuff, I have felt like my mental capacity, or my ability to think things through and process words. And even as I'm saying this, I'm realizing and I'm recognizing it even more, that when I try to do other ventures or I try to do other projects, it just gets in the way. And so hearing my husband and hearing these meetings during the day, they're very high level. There's a part of me also that like, I don't know. I don't want to say that I don't feel like equal to him, because that's not what this is about. It's more that I feel not as good as I used to be, and it's like a reminder of that. So when he would work out of the office, sometimes he took calls at home. He didn't work from home a lot, and if he did, he just minded his own little business in his office, doing his coding or whatever the heck he does. But now I am hearing it every day, and I'm seeing him work, and he's kind of the guy that I heard him say the other day he has a hard stop, which that always drove me crazy when people would say that. I have a hard stop at 2:00. So you learn a lot about your spouses when they're home, but I don't know. I just, so then I have all these feelings of, like an inferior complex to myself, not to him, to myself, that I am not as good or as smart or as talented as I used to be. And I know that comes with age, so whatever, but it's very frustrating to me because I have notebooks and notebooks filled with ideas and, things I want to do and accomplish. And there's a whole bunch of things that are just pulling me back. So I'm really hard on myself. One time in a meeting, I was a new supervisor. I was a young supervisor, and we were in a team meeting of supervisors. And I was upset about a decision that had been made by the upper level management. And I kind of snapped at my supervisor, who was the associate director, during the meeting in front of everyone. And obviously I was so embarrassed that I did that. And during my conference with her, I was like, aren't we going to talk about what happened in there? Are you going to punish me? And she said, Rebecca, I don't need to punish you. I know you're going to punish yourself more than I could ever punish you. So you punish yourself. We'll move on and just don't ever do that again. So, even from a young age or younger age, maybe this was probably 12 years ago, I'm just very hard on myself. And this kind of situation where obviously I don't have control of my health, at some point a little bit I do. But there's a lot of this health stuff that I can't control. Now we can't control the going out in public, and I have this fear of contracting this virus and getting very sick and ending up in the hospital. I have this fear that our dog that has seizures will die at home, just like Louie just did, which, I know that's not correct from a rational standpoint, but from an emotional standpoint, I'm struggling with that. And a little bit of reseller burnout. And I know that's because I haven't been able to go out and really thrift and get out of the house and take a break. You're living in it and you're working in it, and it never goes away. And so I need to find some kind of outlet or avenue or hobby, something that is outside of reselling that I enjoy. I haven't been able to go horseback riding, which I started to do before the quarantine hit. I really like just shopping and bargain shopping, which I haven't been able to do. I like swimming. Our gym is closed. I haven't been able to do that. Obviously, I don't have a pool at my house. I started a couch to 5K program. I've done one day and I could not finish the first day. So that made me very frustrated, but I will keep going. It might take me 90 days instead of 30 days to get through the program, but my goal is to get through that. And so there's little things that I'm trying to do to change the narrative. I want to start creating some more videos that have a little bit of a different content. So I hope you stick around for that. I wanted to share all this with you simply to know that if you're feeling these feelings about being at home or being fearful, that they're totally normal. And even those people who look like they're having the most perfect life on social media are going through some kind of issues right now. I don't think there's anyone in our country right now that is just having like a normal life. And if they are, or if you are, please, comment below because I would love to meet you. I'm very blessed. There's lots of things that are positive that are going on in my life and our life right now. But just the same, everyone has struggles. And it seems to be, I'm also noticing that people are a lot meaner on, from eBay and Poshmark, customers seem to be a lot crankier. A lot of like kind of nitpicky messages. I don't know. This is just a trying time. We will all get through this. I encourage you that if you are struggling with the anxiety or the depression and you don't have someone that you can rely on or you can comfortably talk to, there's lots of like online therapists now that are doing sessions and virtual counseling, and there's like a talk app, like Talk Chat, I don't know, but just talk to somebody. I have my husband here and I talk to him, and even though he doesn't understand completely what I am going through, he sees me struggling with it every day. And so, he and I being able to converse about it, and just having people that I can talk to. So if you don't have someone that you can talk to, like I said, try to find one of these virtual avenues, because it is this, you might not think that this is affecting you the way that it is, but in reality, it's affecting all of us. And so, taking care of ourselves, I've been really trying to take care of my skin. I've been trying to walk daily with the dog, and my husband, or by myself. The 5K I'm trying to do by myself, and getting outside. The weather's getting nicer, get some fresh air. I'll be able to garden a little bit, and just finding some things that I enjoy to do other than watching TV, listing, sharing on Poshmark, and all those kind of things. If you're struggling and you just need to get it out, feel free to comment below. I try to respond and read everyone's comments that I can. It's going to get better. I know it's going to get better, but we're in hard times right now for everybody. And don't think that just because your problems aren't as bad as someone you saw on Facebook or your neighbor or your cousin, that they're not bad, or that you don't have a right to be sad about it or be frustrated or anxious about it, because we all go through different things. Everything means something different to each one of us. And what is painful to me might not be painful to you, but that doesn't mean that it's not painful, if that makes sense. So we all have a right as individuals to have, thoughts and opinions and emotions and feelings and anger and sadness and happiness and all that kind of stuff. And so, don't be harsh on someone if their problems are different than yours. And the same thing, sometimes I think people are taking things out on others that aren't necessarily their fault. We have to realize the circumstances that we're in right now. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. I did my makeup today, so I'm going to try to do a couple more videos. I'm maybe going to try to start going live more, so maybe I can get some more interaction with you and we can talk to each other about things like this, and hopefully just become better at vocalizing these issues and these concerns so that people don't feel alone. And that's always been my platform, is so I share my struggles so people don't feel alone. And I hope with this video I was able to do that. So, thank you for watching as always. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, or if you're just, you just need to comment, please do. And I will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.